So that's the first point I want to talk about. The second thing that showed up for me in my work with Steve, never defer and never quit. Sounds really trite, right? That sounds like a self-help thing. Let me expand. Most of us, and this was true for me, and this was the genesis of the conversation around, me changing my name to Limitless. I don't care. There's levels to everything, right? And I don't care where you are, there's always another level. And a lot of the time, what's keeping us from getting to the next level is that we just keep waiting. We defer. Start tomorrow. Start when I have a little money. Start when I feel confident. Right? We do this everywhere in our lives. By show of hands, how many people have an idea in their head about a business they want to create or a project they want to start, that when they think about it, they really get lit up? Practically the whole, 80% of you. What are you doing about it? What did you do about this morning? When you jumped out of bed, were you fired up? Brand new fucking day. Let's go get it. Yeah? For most of you, no. Just know that. This is not like I'm just bringing awareness. And if you don't have that kind of response where your feet hit the ground and you're like, oh man, I get to do this one more day, at least for today. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. If you're not there, you got to look at it and say why. Why are you deferring? Why haven't you started? Why do you keep coming up with reasons why you can't do it? And we'll talk about that, like potentially what it could be. The second piece is, don't quit. It's so simple. So much of the work with Steve and I has been about, we kind of came up with this distinction one time. It's like, Steve, how good would I be if I just never quit? What if I took quitting off the table? Just off the table, right? It's going to sound dramatic, but either it gets done or I fucking die. Calm down, Karan. No, but sit with it for a moment. It's just a concept. You want the ultimate success formula, so you've done your work, you figured out what it is you want to create. Here's the ultimate success formula that works 100% of the time. Start what you want to start right this minute, and don't fucking ever quit, and I guarantee you will get what you want. I'm going to trademark that one. No one's ever said that before. See, this is not about novelty. I hope none of you came here looking for novelty. I'm not here to entertain you, right? These are the simplest truths are always the most profound and the most powerful. But sit with that. What if you were able to just have that level of excitement to start what it is that you want to start and have this unbounded enthusiasm and energy to just see it forward? It doesn't mean people don't change and your ideas of what you want might change, and then you throw the project off, right? But don't quit because it got hard. Don't do that, right? So natural progression of the question should be why is it that some people can start now and go on forever, and for others, it's a little bit more difficult? And I don't know this to be true. This is just my experience. So, take it for what it's worth. One of the big things the first one is your goals are not big enough. The goals are impotent. You realize human consciousness is the most powerful force that has ever existed in the universe. Hell, the universe exists inside it. That's what you are. Literally, that's what you are. What are you playing small for? Serves no one. Not you. And it is so much easier to enroll people and get yourself enrolled when you're sitting by yourself and nobody's around and you're like, man, I'm so proud of what I'm building. If it's big and if it scares you. So check your goals. If you have a goal figured out that you think is right for you and you've done that first check to say, yes, this is mine. I'm doing this not because society expects me to, but I've done my deep work. This is for me. Here's my invitation to you. At the very least, 5X it. At the very least. I want to build $1 million business. No, you don't. You want to build a $10 million business? $1 million, you'll go through that to get to the 10. So yes, you also build $1 million business. You know, I want to have a great relationship with my wife. No, you don't. You want to have a beyond great relationship with your wife. Whatever that is, just get it to the point where you do not know how you're going to achieve it. If you already know how to do it, it's not a goal, it's a task. Put it on your to-do list and check it off. We don't need to talk about it. The only thing I allow myself to qualify as a goal is something that I do not know whether or not I can complete. Then it's a fucking goal, because I don't know how I'm going to do it. And the person I have to become in order to do that goal, that's the entire thing. That's it. So your goals are not big enough. And the second one is you don't love the process. Because if you love the process and the results were just something that would happen automatically, it wouldn't matter. You know who loves the process? Steve Hardison.